Fun to follow you. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm gonna make fried linko. Linko is a glutinous rice cake which Chinese families celebrating Chinese New Year will definitely have one for prayer. So this can keep for about 6 months. So now it's around March. Our New Year is around end January, so it's still good. Now, sometimes you may find some molds on it. It's okay, just cut it out like me. Cut it out and we will fry it. It's a very delicious dessert. What we do is we will sandwich between the yam and sweet potato. It's optional. You can have with yam or not with yam. So it's all up to your preference. And we dip it in the batter, which makes up of, here I have around 4 grams of normal all-purpose flour, 52 grams of glutinous rice flour, 30 grams of this is rice flour, blended rice flour. I have around a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You also need about 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking powder, which will be added later, and 1 tablespoon of oil. So mix it all up with about 110 grams of water. So mix this first. Just use a chopstick like this and then mix all this well. Now you slowly add in the water. Don't pour all the water at once, as the flour will take time to dilute into the water. Different flour has different consistency. Now I'm going to add in, this is quite thick, so I want a more diluted paste. So I'm going to add in, I'm going to go by teaspoon. I'm going to add in half tablespoon first. It's like about 7 grams. And I'm going to add in the oil. See how's the consistency? So I'm going to add in half. So total 1 tablespoon of water on top of the 110 ml water. So I want the consistency to be a bit thinner. Now do not add in the baking powder first. Just add in the oil and let this sit for about 10 minutes. Just stir it well like this, and then the consistency should be runny like this, where you can put some ribbons, see, and let it sit for minimum 10 minutes. I will cut up the sweet potato and the glutinous rice cake. So all these are already cut up. The glutinous rice cake around this about 1.5 mm in thickness. As for the sweet potato, I'm only going around 1 mm because it's a bit harder to cook. And same goes with the yam, also about 1 mm in thickness. So what we're gonna do is we sandwich like this. Take a longer one and sandwich with this 1 piece of sweet potato with the glutinous rice cake at the center and the yam. We will dip it into the batter. Already 10 minutes passed, so I'm going to add in the baking powder and then again mix it all up. Make sure you stir well. So adding another half tablespoon of water because I want it a little bit more dilute. Heat some oil. I'm using the smallest pan because I don't want to waste the oil. The oil is very expensive now. Dip this in the batter. You can also secure it with the toothpick if you want, but since it's only going to be consumed by the family, I will just coat it like this and then drop it into the oil. Once the bubbles starts to form, you can actually heat up this. So let this fry, and then I notice the oil is coming up to the top, so I'm gonna stop here. That means 5 pieces each round. Make sure your heat is on low, medium low. Once past about 2 minutes, you can turn it. It's kind of stick together. It's not brown yet. Once it's brown, you can turn. I'm turning now. Afterward, I turn it back. It kind of fused together already. Now, if you want a thicker batter, you can actually remove it and dip it into the batter one more time and fry. But I will stop at 1 layer only. So after 4 minutes of frying, and how do I know whether it's cooked or not? We just use a fork to just prick through. Then you will know whether your sweet potato and the yam is cooked. Now as for the glutinous rice cake, when it starts to melt like this, you know it's already time to dish out. The yam is kind of doesn't take in the color, but the sweet potato does. So this is final already. I just want to show you how we fry it, and it's just remove it, drain the oil, and eat it in about once it's cool. Do not eat it when it's so hot, because this will burn your tongue. So that's all from me. Bon appetit, everybody. Have a great day. Follow me if you can. Give me a love. Give me a like. Bye bye. Fun to follow you.